Hope that you feel the love when you hear that song. I don't know how you can't. So one love. All you need is love. The power of love. Endless love. I want to know what love is. And that crazy little thing called love. The list goes on and on and on of all the songs that are written about love. A lot of them. So this idea of love still remains kind of mystical, even magical to us. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore says that love is the presence of pure being that ties together the whole human family. The entire human family. No one is left out of that love. That divine love. No one's left out. So if there's even a possibility that we have put someone outside of our heart, bring them on back in. Because no one is left out of that love. It's what keeps us all together, regardless of how we identify, regardless of how we love, who we love, how we pray, how we vote. That seems to be a big one right now. No one is left out of that. No matter what beautiful shade our skin might be, everyone is included in that thread of humanity that binds us all. He also says that love is the power that joins and binds the entire universe in harmony. In harmony. The entirety of the universe and everything is in it. Love is that great harmonizing power. The greatest harmonizing power we know. That love is impersonal. Love is for its pure pleasure of being. Love doesn't care who it loves or what it loves, or if love receives in return. Love is like the sun that shines for its pure joy of shining. That's what love is. Love is that inner quality, says Charles Fillmore, that sees good in everyone and everything. Everyone and everything. Love is that power. That's what love is. Love insists that good exists and insists that the good exists until good is what shows up. It's us that has the hard time seeing the good, right? When someone pushes our buttons, gets on our last nerve, when conversations get difficult, we're the ones that have the hard time seeing love. But love's there when life tosses in our direction experiences and circumstances that feel harsh and unkind and cruel maybe. Love and goodness is still there. You might have to dig really deep to find it. But it's still there. And in our Christian teachings, Luke 10:27 says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, with all your mind. And love your neighbor as yourself. I know you've heard that at least a time or two, haven't you? Yes. And they're beautiful words, and yet we're so challenged to live by them. And of course, my favorite all-time chapter in the Bible is 1 Corinthians 13, which tells us all those beautiful qualities of love. If I speak in tongues of men and angels and have not love, I am merely a sounding gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophecy and know all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that can move mountains, but don't have love, I am nothing. If I give away everything I own, and if I give over my body in order to boast but do not have love, I receive no benefit. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not brag. It is not puffed up. It is not rude. It is not self-serving. And it is not easily angered, nor is it resentful. It is not glad about injustice, but rejoices in truth. It bears all things, believes all things, and hopes all things, and endures all things. That's what love is. Love never ends. Never ends. But if there are prophecies, they will be set aside. If there are tongues, they will cease. If there is knowledge, it too will be set aside. For now we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But what is perfect comes, then partial will be set aside. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. But when I became an adult, I set aside those childish ways. For now we see as in a mirror, as a reflection, but then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, just as I am fully known. And now these three things remain. Speak it with me: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. We could live into that. Wouldn't our world be just wonderful? And faith traditions all over the globe have a tenet of love. Our Islamic brothers and sisters share this. The Messenger Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "You will not enter paradise until you have faith. You will not have faith until you love one another." Judaism says, "This is what the Holy One said to Israel, my children, what do I seek from you? I seek no more than that you love one another and honor one another." Baha'i, in the words of Baha'i, said, "Ye are created to show love to one another and not perversity or rancor. Take pride not in love for yourselves, but in love for your fellow creatures." And the Sikhs say, "She whose heart is full of love is ever in bloom. Joy is hers, and she has no love of self, only love for those who conquer love's self." Hinduism says, "The supreme Lord who pervades all existence, the true self of all creatures, may be realized through undivided love." And our Buddhist friends say, "Let all embracing thoughts for all that lives be thine, and all embracing love for all the universe, in all its heights and depths, breadth, and unstinted love, unmarred by hate within, not arousing enmity." There are many beautiful words written about love, and still it escapes us. And still we put people out of our heart, out of that space of love. All faiths call upon it. And Catholic Jesuit priest Pierre Teilhard de Chardin says, "The day will come when, after harnessing the ethers, the wind, the tides, gravitation, we shall harness for God the energies of love." We shall harness for God the energies of love. And on that day, for the second time in the history of the world, man will have discovered power. Fire. That's that spark of divinity that we talk about that is in each and every one of us. We embody that fire which is love. That spark in some is a small glowing ember, and in others is big and bold flame. We go into our world carrying that spark, carrying that flame of love that's inside us, because we are love. And when we allow that light of love to shine, it impacts everyone around us. And our place of influence grows. As we step forward, we spread that love. We allow it to be the light for others, to see love, to feel love, to know love that unites and doesn't divide, love that honors and never disgraces, love that upholds and never tears down. And today we have a very special guest with us, Jennifer Ferguson, who is going to share with us how we can share our love with our community of Augusta in a very special and a very profound way. Jennifer.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you.
It is an honor to be here to speak with you guys today about what Family Promise does in the community. At Family Promise, our mission is to empower homeless and low-income families to achieve sustainable independence through community response base. And what that just really means is we work hand in hand with families who are homeless or living in poverty to help them change their circumstances in a better way. We partner with agencies, churches, businesses, and individuals in our community to help provide that support that these families need. In Family Promise, let me start back with our 90-day shelter program, where our families come in to stay with us for up to 90 days. And in that program, we offer them food. We provide them with all their clothing needs, all their, if they have little ones, diapers, formula, everything. So we take on that financial part of their needs to provide that for them. Because our families, when they come in, they're in this survival mode. So they're really just trying to make it day to day. We see families who are coming off the streets, literally living in cars, behind buildings, and just at the very lowest point in their lives. So with our partnerships with churches and businesses, they help us to provide those meals. They give financially to help us to continue to provide transportation to and from work and school for the families. And they also help us with, by giving diapers or formula or just clothing that you might have that you're not using to help our families day to day. Oftentimes our family come to us and their biggest barriers are childcare and transportation, because you don't have transportation, you can't get to work. If you don't have childcare, someone to watch your kids, you can't work. So we do have a cost-free childcare on site that our families can use, and that way they know their children are being taken care of and being nurtured. So, like I said, we have our 90-day shelter program. We also have a transitional housing program for our families, and that is up to 6 months. We have houses in the community where those families live, and they are a little bit, we don't see them as often because they are a little bit more independent. If they've gone through our 90-day shelter program, then if they still need that extra time, we have that for them. So we want to make sure that that we are partnering with these families, not in a way that they feel judged or they feel anything other than love, as Pastor Karen was saying. We want to make sure that even though we say we are a non-religious organization, we want them to feel the love of Christ. And that's what I, as the director, try to establish our environment as. So these families know that, we love you, we want to help, and we want to make sure that you get back on your feet and can maintain that going on. So we do offer financial classes. We offer any other classes they need, parenting classes, health classes, any of those things. If we don't have it, we reach out to our community to get those. And we want to make sure that, they are set up for getting back on their feet and they can go on way after they're out of our program. Our success rate is about 80%. I've been working at Family Promise for 5 years, and I've not had one family have to return. So I feel that our program is doing what we say we do. We're helping them regain that power back and going on to live independently in the community. So it is a program that I do hold close to my heart. I do love it. I enjoy coming to work each day, and because it helps me, it gives me that opportunity to be the hands and feet of Jesus and kind of give that out to them, and just do, the work that we were called to do in our community. So I thank you guys for letting me speak, and I would, like Karen said, I will be here after services with any questions, anything that you want, I will be here to answer those. And also, if you want to sign up to help us, I think we have a sign-up sheet that will go around, and we would love to, welcome you into our family at Family Promise and do what you can.
This is a sign-up sheet. We're going to get you today while you're thinking about it. And if you're visiting from home, drop a note in the chat that you're interested in Family Promise. And just pass this around. And if you just want to know how you can be involved with Unity of Augusta in this endeavor, in the back of the pew there should be pens. And Jennifer, I want to thank you for taking time to be here and sharing your heart. Yes. As you so beautifully said, we indeed are the hands and feet of God in action. And a while back, I was in my morning reading Richard Rohr in a small book that he has called Just This. Just This. And I read the words, "You are made of love." And it just stopped me and landed on me in such a powerful way. I've heard it before, I've read it before, I've even said it before in our meditations from time to time, that you are made of love. And yet on this particular morning, it just landed so profoundly. And it shifted some things in me that we are indeed made of love. We are made here, in Genesis it tells us we are made in the image and likeness of God. In God's image we are made. And we hear in 1 John, God is love. So we too are love. Oh my gosh, it feels so overwhelmingly amazing and powerful and wonderful that we are that love. We are that. And we can go out every day and be that. So I don't know about you, but there are some days that are like, yeah, I can sit in my backyard and play with my pup and be loved and watch the leaves fall and the flowers bloom, and I can be loved there. But it's in our everyday living that we get to be loved. We get to be loved for ourselves. We get to be loved for one another because we are made to receive love and to give love always. And if we kept it that simple, if we kept it that very simple, that we are love and we are to be love, I can't even imagine what my days would be like, what my world would be like, what the rest of the world might be like. So I want to thank Jennifer for being here to share with us a way that we as a spiritual community can together share the love that we are with others in our community who are also love, who will share their love with us. I know that to be true. So affirm for yourself always that truth of who and what you are, that you are love. You are made of love. You are here to be love. And then, of course, every Sunday we close with 1 Corinthians 16:14. Let's say it together. Let all you do be done with love. Namaste. And now